Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. You are officially vibing with Tony. And if you are old here, welcome back. The title of the video, we need to discuss the tragic death of Caleb Wilson and why the Divine Nine is falling apart. So for those of you who may not know, well, y'all should, but if you don't, Caleb Wilson was the young man that passed away during his process of becoming a member of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. And my prayers and thoughts are with this young man's family. I mean, it's a tragic death, and I hope they get justice. On to the nitty gritty. Full transparency, the men who played a part in his murder is a prime example of why these organizations, and speaking as a member of the D9, this is what happens when you put people that have no identity, no sense of self, no personality in leadership roles. It doesn't matter what organization it is. That's got to stop. Because one of the guys that they arrested this week, he was 23 years old, and he had pledged Omega Psi Phi, and he was involved in his murder. My thing is, if you are 23 years old, I'm going to say it again, 23 years old, you fresh out of college, why are you involved in undergrad business? The most that you should have did was you could have went by to see who was online and went on about your day. And that should have been it. But now you want to relive your glory days online that you were involved in someone else's murder. So now you done got arrested on murder charges. You probably done lost your job and brought shame to your school and to your family and friends. But hey, hope it was worth it. Okay, hope it was worth it. All right. And everybody knows that when you go to an HBCU, pledging a Black Greek letter organization, also known as the Divine Nine, is a part of the HBCU experience. It doesn't matter if you went to WSSU, A&T, North Carolina Central. It doesn't matter what HBCU that you went to. At some point, the thought of pledging is going to cross your mind, okay? And that's all that Caleb wanted. All he wanted to do was pledge. All he wanted to do. He was already on the band. He wanted to pledge an organization, okay? But my issue with the man that had a hand in his murder, where was the advisor? Because if the advisor wasn't there, they're just as guilty. And if the advisor was there, why did you stop it when things went too far? Man, punched Caleb in his chest that caused him to have a seizure. That's when y'all should have got help. But no, what y'all did, y'all felt the need to, y'all had all that time to put clothes on this man and say y'all at a park playing basketball.
That's some bullshit.
And then what makes me upset is that y'all lied to the authorities saying y'all are playing basketball, but then it comes out y'all lied about that and y'all were at a warehouse somewhere. And again, it goes back to, like what I just said, this is what happens when people who have no identity are in higher up positions in these organizations. It does not matter that you're the dean of pledges or the assistant dean of pledges or the president of your chapter. It does not matter what role that you play. You were still the same person that you were before the letters, and you should be the same person afterwards. If you were a lame before the letters, there's a good chance that you're going to be a lame after the letters. And this is full disclosure, full transparency. For real, okay? And they already arrested 2 guys this week, and there's 1 on the run. Now to the guy that's on the run, I'm gonna say this now. They're gonna catch you. It may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, but guess what? They're gonna catch you. They are. They're going to catch you because it makes no sense how you think they're going to get away. You killed that boy. And then not only that, the school done put out a statement saying they have stopped all membership intake for all the organizations. So all that has been shut down. And as it should be, because they don't want to chance anything like this happening to anybody else in any other organizations. And to the people that do stuff like this, I feel like they go into this scene with a vengeance. And when I say vengeance, I mean they're like, well, it happened to me while I was online, and I'm going to do it to somebody else. I'm going to say this, okay? I had went out for an organization undergrad, okay? But I told myself, no. So I went out and did grad chapter, okay? That chapter I got in, cool. Speaking from a grad chapter perspective, I still think that it's crazy that people that, like the man that murdered Caleb, that's ridiculous. It is. All he wanted to do was pledge Omega Psi Phi, okay? All he wanted to do. And for some of these men, y'all got to get out of this mindset of, I'm trying to make a man out of you. Babes, you have caused people mental, emotional, and physical trauma and pain. That's not making a man out of someone. That is being a bully. It is. It's being a bully. And I'm going to say this to anybody, any young man or young woman that's at an HBCU and wants to pledge. Please be yourself. Please be yourself. Okay? When you're in an organization, yes, you are going to grow as a young man and a young woman. But be the same person that you were. Okay? Have an identity. Okay? Have an identity. Don't get in this organization and pretend to be something that you're not. Okay? Because that will show. And honestly, if you are appointed as the new Dean of Pledges, the assistant Dean of Pledges, be yourself. Of course, you're held to a higher standard because you're in that position, and that's fine. But don't be like these men that have murdered Caleb. Don't be like them. Don't. And then also, like because some of these people in these organizations, I'm gonna tell you this now, it doesn't matter if you're an alpha, aka whatever, okay? Like this one story I heard about these deltas at East Carolina, okay? The girls died in a car accident from sleep deprivation. They were driving to their probate. They were ready to cross those burning sands into Delta Sigma Theta, and that's what happened. Y'all gotta stop going on these power trips. Stop going on these power trips. And then what's crazy is y'all do stuff like that, and then somehow, some way, y'all are shocked that y'all get your plot snatched off. Now everybody knows when you go to an HBCU, one thing about it, we gonna keep that grass cut. That grass gonna be cut, okay? It's gonna be crisp. All right. But don't be surprised when the people that cut the grass, they get order from the dean of the school to snatch that plot up. You brought it on yourself. Side note, like these mini twists, y'all, get into it. Get into it, but nah. But see, and then you're acting all surprised when your plot gets snatched up and your letters are snatched off. That's exactly like, it's this show that was on VH1 called Sorority Sisters. Those girls are on there acting a fool. And what happened? They got their letters. I think they got their letters snatched. I think they were dismissed from the organization. I think. I don't remember. I think. But, again, the point I'm trying to make is that I feel like the D9 is falling apart because you have people that don't have a sense of identity in these high positions. Okay? It's honestly sad, and then y'all be off the yard for about 10 plus years. The reason why you're off the yard for 10 plus years is because of your negligence. It was your negligence, your wrongdoings. You did it to yourself. And now the people that wanted to cross that chapter, whether it be a sorority or a fraternity, they have to go grad chapter. Now I'm gonna say this: as someone that went grad chapter for their organization, it does not matter. Okay, grad chapter is fine. All right, but again, before you join these organizations, have a sense of identity. Know who you are. Okay, know who you are, and I'm pretty sure Caleb, he was a nice young man. He was on the band. He did all that, like, well-rounded. But now his life was cut short because somebody, they wanted to be on top and be top dog. That's crazy. That is insane. So that's all I got, because now the family has to mourn the loss of their son, whose life hadn't even started yet. Well, he was 20 years old. He was just a sophomore in college. The man that had a hand in his murder, I'm gonna say it again. You are a disgrace to your school, a disgrace to the black community, a disgrace to your organization. Because I'm pretty sure that headquarters is having a field day with this. And I'm going to add this too. When you are accused of something, if you are accused of something and you know you didn't do it, you are cool, calm, and collected. But the minute they deactivated their Instagram account, you're guilty. Like, you're guilty. You are guilty. You are guilty. And you know what? They deserve everything that's coming to them. Like, they do. All could have been avoided if you had a sense of identity. Not Caleb. Not him. I'm talking about his profiles. The advisor, he was trash because he was not there. Because as an advisor, because ultimately you are making sure that these men are leading their neos in the right direction. You fail as an advisor, and honestly, whatever his job is at the college or whatever it is, he needs to be fired as the advisor. But that's not my organization. It's not. But what I will say is that karma works fast. Okay? God is going to get y'all for real, because you took that man's life for what? If you done graduated from college and you crossed that chapter, okay, cool. It should have been no reason why you were in the mix like that. But what I will say again, this can really put a stink eye on prospective members of the D9, because now, I'm not saying that they do have it, but some of these young men and young women may have a mindset or have a preconceived notion of, oh nah, I'm not gonna pledge. They might do me how they did Caleb, and it's crazy because now they're living in fear. If it happened to Caleb, it can happen to them. I'm not saying that's for everybody. I'm not saying that they had that mindset. They could, but we don't know for sure. Okay? And if you, and this is speaking from an undergrad perspective, if I cross undergrad, I'm going to tell you this. If you want a new DP or ADP, pick someone that you know that has great character. Great character. Because that's going to outshine all of that. I mean, it doesn't matter what position that you hold. Your character is going to speak for yourself. And those men that murdered Caleb had no character. No character, like no personality, no nothing. For real. And it's like a bunch of lames. A bunch of lames that finally got a taste of power, and they decided, you know what? It's cool. I'm going to do what I want. And doing what you want done costed somebody their life. So again, I hope it was worth it. For real, I hope it was worth it. And oh, and this is a totally unrelated note. I'm gonna say this: if you were going to denounce from an organization, again, this is off the record. If you were planning on denouncing from a D9, please do it in private. Please, the same way you were in the process, that was silent. You need to do that in silence. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, and burning your paraphernalia is weird. Okay, just do it in silence. Y'all be making these big old grand gestures when 9 times out of 10, babes, nobody cares. Nobody cares. I'm sorry. I'm holding your hand when I say this. Nobody cares. Okay. If you denounce, please do it in private because no one cares. To anyone who wants to pledge, I say still go for it. Be your best self. Have an identity and have some character. Okay? Please. And like I said, to the man that had a hand in his murder, y'all deserve everything that's coming to you. Like y'all do. And all this I'm gonna make a man out of you is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Y'all had this ideology. Because y'all go through life having this men don't cry ideology or don't be soft, don't be weak. Please.
That's some bullshit.
Please miss me with that. Miss me with that. Hey, it is what it is. My thoughts and prayers are with Caleb and his family. They did not deserve that. And everyone involved is going down. That's my spiel on the whole thing. Rest in peace to Caleb. I hope he is resting well. And the future of the D9 is going to continue to get worse if we don't change. We have to change so that no one else ends up like Caleb. And I want to say this too. For years, it's been this whole debate on, I'm made. I was made. Oh no, you paper. You can be made by the right person. Under the right guidance, you can be made. But it doesn't matter. Y'all still cross the same organization. It doesn't matter if you're paper or if you're made. You still cross the same organization. You're still wearing the same letters. You're still doing the service. It does not matter. So let that die down, okay? That conversation has been dead for the past couple of decades. But please don't bring it up, okay? Please, right? Please, okay? But yeah. But if you enjoyed this video, thank you for watching. Staying to the end. You like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you on my next video.